Zola angwela o veteronugu, ako itabua. Ako do talitay na warong na Bula FM, nambando na seri.
Bula, ang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na seri.
Ni Bula binaka, nandraking ko sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nalang ko sa mundo active ng Bula FM nambando na seri nusuri.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang ko Jerry, yang melambasa. Do warong na Bula FM, nambando.
Bula FM, nambando na seri.
In the news tonight, hundreds continue to get measles vaccinations. Fiji Airways first to receive A350 in the Pacific. And EFL concerned with squatter settlements.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
With 5 measles cases already recorded in Fiji, hundreds of Fijians were today seen lining up at various health centers in Suva to get vaccinated. Many people came with loved ones, especially children, to get themselves vaccinated and strengthen their immunity. Catherine Krishna reports.
Batuanga resident Rakesh Ram says he had to wait in line for hours to get his shot, and he is urging Fijians to be patient with the vaccination process.
You need to wait for a while. It's like it's not really that bad. It's okay, but it will be nice better if there will be more nurses will be there. It's nice to get it before we get in trouble, you know.
While many parents went to work, Sarah Viva was amongst the many grandparents who ensured her grandchildren got vaccinated.
I think it's of great importance, especially when we hear of the deaths. I just watched a video last night about the Samoan woman who lost 2 of her babies, and it was really heartbreaking to see that, especially those of us who have children, and I have grandchildren, and so I insisted that we bring him along for him to have his immunization.
Viva says parents need to ensure their children are safe.
And I think it's really important that children this age is very young, and those elderly should come as quickly as possible to their nearest health centers.
While the health ministry is playing their part, Lami resident Lithia Tinaisasa is urging all Fijians to seek measles vaccines.
It's a good service because like we have injection to protect us from measles, and yeah, I think today I brought my family to come and have injection.
The health ministry is urging travelers to be cautious and relook at their travel plans to ensure they don't visit places known to have the disease. The ministry says it will also release a statement soon on the stock of the measles vaccination. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
Fiji Airways has become the first operator in the South Pacific region to receive a new jet powered by Derby's Rolls-Royce. Fijians turned out in numbers to receive the Fiji Airways brand new Airbus A350 in a ceremony in Toulouse, France. Fiji Airways will operate 2 A350 XWBs leased from Dubai-based DAE Capital, which has purchased the aircraft directly from Airbus. The new Airbus will operate the Nadi to Los Angeles and Nadi to Sydney routes, helping to boost Fiji's tourism sector and the wider economy. The Airbus A350 will feature 33 Collins Aerospace Super Diamond fully lie-flat business class beds, with each offering direct aisle access. The economy class will feature 301 Recaro seats, which are ranked among the most comfortable long-haul economy class seats in the market. The illegal construction of informal settlements under high-voltage power lines is still a major concern for the Energy Fiji Limited and the local government ministry. The ministry says with the increasing number of informal settlements, many have opted to also build their homes near EFL grids or large transmitters, which could prove fatal and disastrous at any given time. Koritandalala with the story.
It's informal settlements such as these that have come under the spotlight not only for violating EFL statutory clearances, but for safety reasons as well.
There are certain people who are what we call informal settlers. The land doesn't belong to them, and they have gone there and they have built their houses. And the power lines, high voltage power lines, are right above their houses.
Chief Executive Hasmukh Patel says they've gone to the extent of issuing notices to people in these settlements whose homes are traversed by power lines.
In many cases, we have actually approached all these people number of times. We have given them notices, that this land actually belongs to EFL, because EFL has a way-leave over that land which the power line traverses, especially in Cunningham Road area and all that. And we have told all these residents, you've got a very high voltage power line over those houses. Time and again we have told these informal settlers that you're living in a very hazardous zone.
Local Government Minister Pramila Kumar says they have also explored ways to deal with such cases.
So what we have done as Ministry of Housing, we have developed a policy that will provide a guideline in terms of how we deal with such cases within informal settlement.
The ministry says it has identified all informal settlements around Fiji and have found several issues such as illegal extension of flats and rent being given out in squatter settlements. Kuritantulala, FBC News.
9 accidents have been recorded in the last 2 months along the newly constructed Nakasi to Nosore 4-lane road. As a result, the Fiji Roads Authority says its properties have sustained substantial damage. Catherine Krishna reports on average the damage is worth $8,000 per incident.
The FRA believes these incidents are happening because of the driver's attitude on our roads.
So we have a few concerns about the use of Kings Road, the new section, the 4-lane section. We've had so many accidents on that road, and every one of those accidents has been put down to careless driving. There's no problem with the signage, there's no problem with the lights, with the road itself. It is all down to driver behaviour.
Jonathan Mua says people also need to think about the cost involved.
For probably October and September, I believe there was 9 incidents that were being chased, and the average value is around about $8,000 per incident. So across 9 incidents, that's $72,000 average. Damage to our assets, not including damage to cars or lives or injuries or anything else, not including disruption or congestion caused by this bad driving. That is purely damage to our road assets.
In response, the Land Transport Authority has stated that they're looking at installing speed cameras. The LTA says police officers are monitoring this stretch of the road during peak hours to catch notorious drivers. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
Up ahead, farmers urged to use idle land. And Fiji improves on solid waste management system. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Rakiraki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Agriculture Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy has raised concerns on the number of unused land in the country which can be utilized for agricultural purposes. During a consultative tour in Taveuni this week, farmers on the island were told of the ministry's desire to grow the agriculture sector. Apenisa Wangairandovu reports.
These farmers have been urged to make use of the many hectares of idle land in their respective communities. If cultivated, the actual outcome could add to the growth of our economy.
Idle land is no good for anyone. Idle land is not good for you, not good for your Matangali, your community, not good for this country. We want to bring under production all idle land. We've got so much good arable land in this country that is lying idle.
Minister Dr. Reddy says farming is a national interest and they are rallying behind farmers who are willing to be more productive on the commercial scale.
Main objective for being here is to motivate all of you to bring your land under production for your benefit and the benefit of this country, to provide you with public infrastructure such as farm road, such as drainage, if there's a need. But we want you to do commercial farming.
Farmers were also acknowledged for their interest in cultivating the land.
You know, what I'm really pleased to see is the high level of interest that this community, your community, has in farming. And my objective, our objective, would be to partner with you, work with you to help improve livelihoods of your communities.
Meanwhile, Dr. Reddy adds that considering government's limited resources, the ministry cannot continue to keep assisting a particular farmer, as they do not want dependent agriculture, but rather an independently growing agriculture sector. Apiniso Wangartobu, FBC News.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency has to date dispatched 30 volunteers to help improve Fiji's solid waste management and offer environmental education to locals. During Japan's official development assistance tour this week, it was highlighted that their support projects through various schemes has positively impacted Fijians and multiple municipalities. Koroi Tandulala reports.
JICA's support in the environment sector dates back to 1999, and they've been working with the Fijian government and town councils to better our waste management.
Asking vendors to separate their waste. We just reorganized waste separation bins, which is green bins and yellow bins. We like working with them because they know what other vendors want and they're more familiar with what they need.
One of the former JICA volunteers with the Suva City Council had developed a solid master plan for proper waste management.
What we are witnessing now is a reduction in solid waste. So, so far we have achieved about 50% reduction in market waste, which is now being subject to composting. And of course we are trying to enhance, with this kind of cooperation, government to government and government to municipal cooperation.
SEC health educator Taito Wangayavana says machinery assistance from the Japan government raises the efficiency of this compost center in Samambula.
The aim is for us to upgrade this processing to municipal level, okay? Meaning that we are aiming to capture all green waste, okay, from the city, generated from the city. At the moment, we still have a certain percentage going to the landfill in Namoro. Okay, the amount is so huge that this small compost processing center cannot handle.
JICA's involvement in the waste management program in the Pacific goes back after the Pacific Islands meeting in 2000. Koroi Tandulala, FBC News.
Micro-qualifications is a new accreditation that's now been rolled out across different sectors in Fiji. Already successfully piloted in the education sector, with teachers taught about exam assessments, the mini-qualifications demonstrate skills, knowledge and experience in a given subject area or capability. Head of the Pacific Communities Qualifications Unit, Rajendra Prasad, explains that the micro-qualification allows more learning flexibility, enabling a more targeted skill set which stakeholders can conveniently manage.
It has now been accredited on the Pacific Register of Qualifications and Standards. It was endorsed as a regional micro-qualification by 8 countries, including the major universities in the region. So it's now available for any provider who would like to deliver that. And recently we have had discussions with Pacific Day for USP. They are keen to deliver that micro-qualification in 12 USP countries in the region.
The continuous collaboration between the Japan International Cooperation Agency and the Fijian government has seen the successful installation of more than 100 ecological purification systems across the country. The purification system was implemented in the rural villages in Fiji, assisted by JICA through technical cooperation. JICA's project formulation advisor Atsumi Kani says the purification system is a non-renewable system that is used globally.
First time using the rainwater. Normally, in the village, as I mentioned earlier, it came from the river, so it's more contaminated. It's a bit of contradiction, but so the more dirty water is more activated inside the tank.
Donald Trump has been accused of intimidating a witness on Twitter while she was giving evidence at his impeachment hearing. The woman, a former U.S. ambassador, said she felt threatened by the president while she carried out her job in Ukraine and didn't understand why he felt compelled to smear her reputation. Coming up, in sports, Team Suva wins 2019 Chow Games. And Flying Fijians captain is confident team will deliver.
Hi, I'm
Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatula Lobak. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot. Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number one.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है. हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग खाली मिर्ची FM सुनता. गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची FM दागो मामा.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Team Suva have won the 2019 National Primary Schools Chow Games with 40 gold, 13 silver and 24 bronze medals. Nandrangan Navasa finished in second place with 24 gold, 14 silver and 30 bronze medals, while Nandi finished third with 19 gold, 31 silver and 13 bronze medals. In the boys division, Suva won with 26 gold, 4 silver and 15 bronze medals. Nandrangan Navasa finished at second place with 10 gold, 8 silver and 10 bronze medals, while Nandi finished at third place with 7 gold, 15 silver and 10 bronze medals. Now looking at the girls division, Suva won with 14 gold, 9 silver and 9 bronze medals, followed by Nandrangan Navasa in second place with 14 gold, 6 silver and 20 bronze medals, while Nandi finished third place with 12 gold, 16 silver and 3 bronze medals. The 2019 National Primary Schools FMF Chow Games is done and dusted. Filivo Whippy was one athlete who shined brightest from Team Suva today. Whippy brought glory to the Suva side as he brought home 2 gold medals and even a possibility of breaking a record, one in the 400 meters event and the 4x4 event. He says his 11 weeks of hard work has paid off and he could not have felt any better.
During training, we went through some tough training, so we need to try my best to complete the training, and after training sometimes I vomit.
Wallabies vice captain and Fiji-born Samu Kerevi has stressed the importance of education during a panel discussion at the Sheraton Fiji Resort in Nandi today. Speaking during a Legend Sportswear luncheon, Kerevi also shared a bit about his rugby career and the need to balance it with education. Details with Felipe Naikaso.
26-year-old Samu Kerevi today challenged these youths to continue chasing their dreams, but to also keep in mind the need to reach the pinnacle point of education.
And like I said, rugby's nice, but rugby's only here for a little while. To the school students, education is one thing that's really important, and I wish I had people I looked up to come to me and tell me that education is more important, because in school, I'd be just chasing the rugby ball, chasing girls.
Kerevi also became the first Fijian to be the vice captain for the Wallabies. He picked up the 2019 Super Rugby Player of the Year award and was also the captain of the Queensland Reds side.
For me, the pinnacle of the sport is the Rugby World Cup, and to be there to represent both my countries, Fiji and Australia, is something that I'll never forget. But to come back home to my family and just have for them to tell me they're proud is probably would be better than winning the World Cup, because that's who I do it for.
That's the grounding that Samu's had in his life, and there is a lot of other components that makes him a professional player. And it's not just a professional rugby player, but he's a professional in what he does. And that goes in any other profession we have. There's lots of critical things that we need to think about before we call ourselves professions.
Kerevi will also be moving to Japan for a 3-year stint with Suntory in Japan's top league. Felipe Naikaso, FBC Sports.
Playing alongside the Flying Fijians is a big advantage for former Sevens player Mesulame Kunavula, who says he honours the opportunity. Kunavula, who will be one of the 11 players who will debut for the Flying Fijians tomorrow, says he is ready for the big game against the Barbarians. Faria Begum with the story.
Mesulame Kunavula says he will give it his all in Fiji's match against the Barbarians.
I will bring everything that I think it's need for good for the team for this week, and I deliver what I have for what I learned for this timing for 2 weeks of trainings, and and I was like thinking back with the boys, I will deliver what I have to deliver for the boys, deliver for what I have like good for the team for this week.
Captain Frank Lomani says the team is preparing for a very tough encounter against the Barbarians tomorrow.
We've been doing some of the games, and we know it's going to be fast, and some of the plays is similar to ours, so we're going to try and handle them and play our own style.
Lomani believes despite having 11 debutants, the team is looking good.
We have some of the boys that have played in the draw, in the NRC, Australian Cup, and we're gonna show some of us so that we can get our style of rugby.
The Flying Fijians take on the Barbarians at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow at Twickenham Stadium in London. Faria Begum, FBC Sports.
The Fiji National Rugby League will soon advertise its chief executive post. Interim CEO Don Athambe has been acting in the position since May after the passing of the late chairman Penny Musunamasi and resignation of the then CEO Timothy Nalemba.
We're looking to advertise the position within the next few weeks or early December on the position of Chief Executive Officer. I know this is a big step forward given that there are big undertakings for the sport in the future, and I think it's only wise that the board has moved in this direction to advertise the post within the coming weeks.
Tonga had declared a public holiday following their rugby league triumph over world champions Australia at Eden Park 2 weeks ago. Well, if you thought the celebration was wild on that night, you should see the victory parade for the players back in the country. Great Britain will make a final attempt to record their first win of the season when they take on Papua New Guinea tonight in a world-friendly rugby league match. It's been a tough tour for the winless Great Britain, and they will be determined to at least salvage some pride in Port Moresby. The Lions have only managed to score 22 points in 3 games so far in the season. Papua New Guinea, on the other hand, were valiant in a thrilling 22-20 loss to Fiji in Christchurch last week in their first match after a mid-year defeat against Samoa. PNG will host Great Britain at 11:30 p.m. tonight at the Oil Search National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. Fine weather prevailed in the Fiji group today, with occasional showers in some parts of the Suva-Nosori area. We take a look at the west. There was heaps of sunshine earlier in the day, but there was also a bit of gloomy afternoon. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, showers were experienced at regular intervals and few thunderstorms. Up north, it was mostly cloudy and possible evening showers are expected. Now, at sea, a northeast wind flow prevails over the Fiji waters. The next high tide will be at 4:15 a.m. tomorrow, with low tide at 3:14 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:26. Looking at tomorrow, occasional showers and few thunderstorms are forecast over most places. There will be isolated heavy falls. And looking further on to Monday, occasional showers and few thunderstorms are forecast once again. Fine weather should prevail elsewhere. Recapping the main stories, hundreds continue to get measles vaccinations. Fiji Airways first to receive an A350 in the Pacific, and EFL concerned with squatter settlements. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM onto our poll question segment. And this week, we're asking, do you think there should be harsher penalties to those convicted of assaulting police officers? You can visit our FBC website to answer. Or do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time.
Natango merea maramani waya manatuya sawa aweti gitu tunde nandi ya undo marata kana baronga na radio Fiji One.
Yawa asna datili yawa maga Monica. Tondo baronga vale bunar domai biti lambasa.
Bula natango aproslan garse ngor kraki do talebe ono baro na radio Fijuan nanto mibit
bangna go tsani bukia ngoni na mosi ando taleta kana baro na radio Fijuan nanto mibit yesu
Radio Fijuan nanto